Welcome, I'll be reacting to Clash of Titans, the 1981 version. This is not a market substitute, so don't be a Hermes, support the original.
I condemn my daughter Danae and her son Perseus to the sea.
Oh, they're doing this story.
Their guilt and sin, their blood is not on my hands.
Oh, I think it is, actually. And I think the gods will agree. At least they gave her a pillow. Ooh! Oh, Percy! Maggie Smith! Yes! I wonder who she's gonna play. Oh, Ursula Andress, okay. Great cast! Laurence Olivier! Alright, yeah. He has to play Zeus. I mean, he's the king. Olympus? Ooh, Annabeth would be proud. I just love how the gods can shapeshift like that. It's just so cool.
Or to Thetis, lovely goddess of the sea.
Oh,
Or
okay.
to you, Athene, ever wise and full of care. Acrisius must be punished, and his people with him. I command you to let loose the last of the Titans. Let loose the Kraken! The
Yeah.
kingdom of Acrisius must...
Release the Kraken!
As you command.
Zeus, your husband, loved the girl.
Is this the Kraken? Yes! Looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon. Oh, the sound design in this especially is fantastic. Ooh, what a shot! Ooh. Why would he just go back in? That's my question. He chose poorly. Yeah, go Percy! I like how this is how they're showing him growing up.
Perseus, grown to a young man.
He's had a happy childhood. It's the advantage of a strong body and a handsome face.
I have to comment. Where are the chairs, or at least the pillows on the floor? I mean, the gods, there's no way they just stand around like that all day. Come on. Give them some pillows, or a chaise lounge, you know? And they haven't changed. If you lived for thousands of years, you'd probably want a new outfit a lot because you get so bored. These old temples, they used to be really brightly colored. A lot of them had beautiful paintings on them. So we think of them as white just because at this point a lot of that has worn away. The gods weren't really into white. They would be wearing colors. Like Aphrodite, she's over there, fortunately finally the only one actually lounging a bit. She could be wearing a light pink or red or blue. She's also known for blue. Athena back there. Where's her armor? At least some greaves or something. I don't know. I know they were trying to be ethereal in the design, but it's not working for me.
You, as patron goddess of the rich city of Joppa, have spoiled and indulged him since birth.
Punished.
No, I beg you, be merciful.
He'll be transformed to a mortal mockery. Let the princess look upon him now.
Yet if my son is not to marry her, then no man will. Time to know the terrors of the dark and look on death. Time your eyes were opened to grim reality.
The difference is Perseus is a genuinely good person, and he does just fine with darkness. As rough as that punishment was from Zeus, he had a point. The kid was completely corrupt. I mean, don't turn him into a monster, but he probably shouldn't have been ruling. Can you imagine just waking up in a completely different area like that? I'd be freaking out.
Who are you?
It's just an actor, it's fine.
Who are you?
am I?
What do you mean you don't know where you are?
I don't know.
He's taking this very well.
I was lying on the seashore.
It makes them think the amphitheater is haunted.
Why is everything so neglected?
Oh, it's a sign of the times. This kingdom is under a curse, and the city is in despair. Now then, my young friend.
What a cute little kitten. I love that this actor is like a cat mom. Alright. Must be with Athena's statue. No, that's not Athena. That's okay. Oh, that's definitely Aphrodite. Ooh.
Guard well this shield, for one day it will guard your life. You will know when the day comes.
Yeah, you definitely will. Like, don't look at me, I'm a playwright. Someday many songs will be sung about that helmet.
To Joppa!
Don't forget your sword!
Your sword! Oh, impetuous. The young. Why do they never listen?
Is it wrong that I kind of feel for the playwright? I'm like, ugh, young people. These older characters are starting to make sense to me. You forgot the shield too? Seriously? I mean, Athena is awesome, but you really should have gone back for the shield and the sword. Percy.
Any man may present himself as a suitor.
I wonder that any man would even try.
Andromeda is very beautiful. And besides, whoever marries her will rule the city and the kingdom.
Turandot is my favorite opera, and I'm definitely getting a little bit of that story and situation here with this conversation, which I absolutely love. I know they won't start singing in this, but it would be really neat if they did. The scene where the prince walks up and hits the gong. Doo, 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 Turandot! One of my favorite scenes in a theatrical production.
A riddle. Is that all?
Yes. But the riddle changes for each suitor. And those who fail do not tell what they were asked.
Shouldn't you keep the helmet on? A sword would be really handy right about now, wouldn't it?
But how are we going to follow a creature that flies through the air?
Pegasus.
There just might be a chance, you see? Then they say Pegasus, the last of the winged horses, comes to drink.
If he and Pegasus become friends, that's kind of weirdly awkward. Hi, I'm the person who's gonna behead your mom later.
Over there.
Maybe you should have tried talking to him. Let him know that you don't want to hurt him. He's just really scared right now. Alright, how many people would love to ride Pegasus?
But thirsty.
I'm not surprised. I could do with something myself.
Alright, this playwright is my favorite character.
Slow.
Pegasus.
Oh, see, this is how you should have started the relationship. I'm just saying. Poor Andromeda. That is so creepy. That's not bad. I mean, I wouldn't want to build a summer home here or anything,
merciful now.
Go.
The thing is, it's not that he was turned into a monster, I think, that she objects to. It's the fact that he was a monster all along and that was being hidden by a handsome face that she realizes was what was going on. Because being turned into that doesn't make you evil. Like, he's kind of created this problem. If he got turned into this monster and reacted doing whatever he could to lift the curse from her and her people, they would have parted on good terms. So this is on him and his choices. And instead, he's just blaming the gods and reveling in it. Please tell me you remembered your sword this time. Pegasus is visiting his friend Master Yoda. Right back he will be. Wow. Athena's gonna be pretty mad about that. Come on, Aphrodite, help him out. Yes.
Who are you?
Perseus, prince and heir to the kingdom of Argos.
Oh, beautiful.
1 hollow as a crown, 2 from the sea, 5 fathoms down, 1 from the earth, deep under the ground.
The answer is a ring. 2 perfect pearls and a circle of gold. The ring of the Lord of the Marsh. The pearl ring of Calibos. Here, on the claw hand of Calibos himself. The ring.
Yes!
Yeah! Other than the gods, I really like the costuming in this.
And the sight of you passed straight through me like an arrow. It astonished me. From that moment, I knew that I would do anything for you.
Yeah, his dad is definitely Zeus. He knows how to woo.
I give Andromeda, more beautiful than anything on earth or in heaven, even more lovely than the goddess Thetis herself.
Do not say that! Oh, you messed up. Don't ever say something more beautiful than a goddess. Never. You are in so much trouble.
Your daughter Andromeda must be taken to the sacrificial rock at the edge of the sea. There bound and chained to the stone. Or else the Kraken will destroy all Joppa and everyone within the city.
I said there was no way known to man. There might be a way known to woman.
Alright, I like him even more now.
3 old
Oh yeah,
blind
okay.
women.
Yeah.
Give to
With one eye.
wise these old women, wise as they are
Grey
ancient.
sisters, Grey sisters, Grey sisters.
The Stygian witches.
Oh! No. No. You do not harm Pegasus. Poseidon, that's your kid. Are you gonna maybe step in here? How is she gonna persuade him to release the Kraken after her son came after his son? I'm just saying.
Give Perseus your owl. It is all-knowing, all-seeing. Give it to him. It is my wish.
Hephaestus!
But he's very skilled and ingenious.
Mm-hmm.
Let great Zeus rage till even Olympus shakes. But I will never part with you.
Ooh. Alright, Percy, don't forget. You need to get their eye. Oh, he's like R2-D2.
I want to be the first to see him.
Interesting choice of eye, rather than being an actual eyeball.
A young man, not plump, but the head of Medusa, the Gorgon.
One look from the head of Medusa, alive or dead, can turn all creatures into stone.
I was partial to tragedy in my youth, before experience taught me that life is quite tragic enough. Without...
He's just the best character here.
She was priestess to Aphrodite.
Yes, and a most beautiful woman. But she was seduced by Poseidon. They made love in the temple of Aphrodite. And that...
Don't bring Aphrodite into this. It was Athena's priestess who was raped in her temple. We won't get into the original myth. This is fiction, but just wanted to say Aphrodite is totally blameless in this situation.
So little time together. So little time.
Sleep now.
He's totally going to leave her there to protect her, isn't he? Yeah. He should have left at least one guard with her, though. As much as I adore the playwright, I don't think he could protect them very well.
The River of Death has strange powers.
So I've heard.
Can make you invulnerable, though.
Time to see if the legend is true.
You'll need this.
Karen,
Karen.
yeah. Karen is just awesome. I hope we get to see him. This is one of the legends that overlaps with Avalon and the ferry and the barge. Alright, now have you figured out what that shield is for yet? In my opinion, you can never have too much smoke machine smoke, so I am all about this. Like, if you don't crank it up to full, why are you even using it, you know? This is great. Whoever the location scout was on this film deserves an award. Okay, first of all, stop looking ahead. Oh, that scared me. See the reflection in your shield?
Use the inside of your shield as a mirror.
Thank you.
Her reflection cannot harm you.
He says as he looks
Never
ahead.
look her in the face.
I just want to have a shout out to Medusa's sisters, the fellow Gorgons, at this point, because they decided to stand by their sister so she wouldn't be alone and would have someone to look at and talk with. There's some versions of the myth where they were just cursed because they were nearby or helped her, but there's also versions where her sisters felt for Medusa and said, no, this is wrong, and she doesn't deserve this. And that's why there are 3 Gorgons. The other 2 were just loyal to their sister. I always thought that was an admirable story. Can you imagine having someone who loves you that much? That if you were turned into a Gorgon, they'd say, me too, I'm going. It's just heartwarming in a really disturbing way. This looks like they filmed in Greece. They didn't build that set, did they? Stop looking around! Fool of a Took. Ooh. She must have been brushing her hair earlier. In this particular version, because they incorrectly blamed this on Aphrodite and it's her sword, it makes sense that the snake would be really upset because it could probably sense Aphrodite's presence in the blade and would want revenge. Aww.
Remember now, it's 3 against 1.
You mean 3 against 3? Oh, maybe in this version there's only 1 Gorgon. Oh, I want to live here. You know, in Medusa's defense, she's just living here all alone in this nice, swanky Greek apartment, and these men keep coming to try and kill her. I don't actually find this creepy. It's like, guys, leave her alone, you know? She came all the way out here to the island of death so she wouldn't hurt anyone, and you're walking in here trying to behead her. I'm totally on Medusa's side right now. Sorry, Percy. Just let her live her life. If her eyes only turn you to stone if you look at her directly, what if she had a TikTok? Like, what if she was posting videos? Would those turn you to stone, or would that be considered a reflection? I think it would be a reflection, and you'd be fine. But you are watching her directly. Would you be turned to stone by watching Medusa's TikTok? Ooh, she's an archer in this version. I love it. You killed my dog. Get out of my house. Okay, I'm rooting for both of them, and it's really difficult. I'm like, don't hurt Medusa, but also like, don't kill Percy. Oh. Imagine what this story would be if Medusa had just gone with Percy, killed the Kraken while she was still alive by just looking at him, and then gone home. She would have been a hero, and maybe fewer people would have been coming to kill her. But no, Percy just had to behead her. Okay, in case you hadn't noticed, I kind of love Medusa. Did he bring a bag or something? Now that's a shot. I'm surprised that wasn't the poster. Not this guy again. Ah! You know what? Go. Go look in the bag. Yeah, open it. Oh, wow. Those are nasty. Oh, now Hephaestus is coming after you. That was such a good look. What now? In the middle of my long rest. Perseus, you are as bad as Anakin Skywalker, who loses his lightsaber all the time. What would Obi-Wan say? This sword is your life.
Next time, try not to lose it.
Yes, Master.
This weapon is your life.
I try, Master.
Yeah, he made the right call, making sure Rami went home. See what I mean? He lost it again. Come on, Percy! Finally. You brought this on yourself. You could have walked away and had a long, happy monster life. R2! Come on. Yeah! What I don't get is why Poseidon isn't a little bit more involved in this. He's just kind of looked mildly disturbed and not really the powerful god that we all know him to be, so I don't know. Again, fiction, but I don't really like the Poseidon in this. One thing he would approve of is all these amazing ocean shots. I have to admit, Perseus flying in on Pegasus, it's a lot more interesting than the original with the flying sandals. Don't tell Hermes that. Rami! Stay strong. See, this is so much better than the sandals. Oh no! The owl is the MVP of this film. And Medusa, who technically is the one who saved Andromeda. Her sandal game is pretty strong, though. Who's their new patron god or goddess going to be, though?
Fine heroic poem, you know.
They will remember the courage of Perseus forever. Even if we, the gods, are abandoned or forgotten,
You won't be.
stars will never fade. Never. They will burn till the end of time.
Despite taking some extreme artistic liberties, I think this worked really well. And for the most part, I liked the changes. Except for Poseidon. As I recall, he was much more heavily involved. In fact, he's the one who got really angry because of the queen comparing her daughter's beauty to, I think, the Nereids. Also, I don't think it was a Titan / Kraken that was released. I think it was Katos, who's like a whale kind of a creature. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not like they're adapting a book or something. I mean, let's admit it. There are so many different versions of Greek myths that are often clashing with each other. It's fine. Except for the Aphrodite change. I am so mad about that. But I'm very biased as a fan of Aphrodite. So I enjoyed that they really featured the love story and allowed Perseus and Andromeda to have a lot more time together. It was great how she kept insisting on coming along with him, and up to a point he was like, yeah, that's fine. But then when it got really dangerous, that's when he put his foot down and said, no, I'm not risking your life. I thought that was really sweet, and he made the right call there. Overall, I mentioned, loved the costuming, beautiful use of draped fabric, the little tiaras and circlets going on, gorgeous. I don't like what they did with the gods. For the most part, fantastic acting. I loved that piece. Laurence Olivier, obviously amazing. But why were they just standing in Olympus all the time? I'm sorry, no. There is no way the gods are just standing there like, I am supposed to be important. I'm going to stay here awkwardly the entire film. And why the white? Like, Hera, she should have been like decked out head to toe in Ginger Rogers' famous feather dress. Because, come on, she's known for her peacock feathers. I mean, she just stood there in a peplos in all white the entire time. I mean, I get it. We're used to seeing white marble statues, and that sort of extrapolates into, oh, they wore white. No, it's white marble. That's why they're white. The gods are very vibrant. They have specific personalities. What was going on with Olympus in this movie? Leaving all that aside, I really enjoyed the parts on Earth because so much beautiful photography, the angles, the way the ocean was just smashing up throughout the film. The stop motion, of course. I mean, Ray Harryhausen. It's gonna be good. And before you put in the comments, have you watched Jason the Argonauts and all these other movies? Yes, I have. And the actual Kraken with the octopus arms attacking the Golden Gate Bridge. Love that scene. In case you're wondering, that's from It Came From Beneath the Sea. Another great film. Despite its flaws, I enjoyed this film. It is a subject that I love dearly. This was a good film overall. I just wish they had reshot everything in Olympus. It was terrible. Fortunately, the rest of the film made up for that. And my impression coming out is that I want to watch it again. If you have any favorite Greek mythology related films, feel free to put them in the comments. I haven't seen the 2010 version of this film. I think there was a remake. Is that worth watching? Yes? No? Opinions? This has to be one of the few Greek myths where I can legitimately say, and they lived happily ever after.